Welcome everybody. My name is Kate and I am a Emotion Code, Body Code Practitioner. I'm also the creator of the Easy Entity Release app and program. And I'm joined today by Susan Cameron. Susan is also an energy healer. She's using Emotion Code and Body Code. And our topic, our topic today is overeating, compulsive overeating. And Susan has graciously, lovingly agreed to join us while we work on this. So we're just really thankful for your being brave and bold to do this live.
Thank you, Kate.
Yeah, it's not easy to sit here. Okay, so yeah, so Susan shared that she was diagnosed with bulimia around age 10.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere between 10 and 12. At about the age of 10, I started compulsively exercising and trying to limit the amount of food that I ate and others around me ate. I remember making my brother do push-ups and sit-ups, and I mean, he was 5 and I was 10. And I think I was about 12 when I had a group of girlfriends. You know, we were all cheerleaders and in gymnastics. Showed me the technique of making yourself vomit after eating a lot of food. And so the release that I got with that was such a high, you know, and then you were it was so secretive that you could kind of eat what you wanted to. And so this has been a long life battle. And I do think I have some additional issues, and maybe this is everybody that eats compulsively, Kate, with sugar and flour, you know, anything pulverized. And so I've had periods of like abstinence from it, and when I do, I feel way more, you know, sane. But something always keeps bringing me back, like that behavior. So yeah, I'm just ready to break free from it, and I think it's a myriad of things causing it, so maybe we can figure it out today. But it's this drive. It's just this drive to take more in. And I think that's my personality with anything. If I'm learning something or shopping or whatever, you know, there's never enough. So it's this scarcity thing as well. And when the pandemic happened, I was more concerned about how am I going to get my food? You know what I mean? What if we have issues with getting our food? That, you know, everybody else is watching the stock market and different things, and that's literally what I'm that concerned with. And Kate's worked with our family quite a bit, and I have a little boy that has a lot of different issues, but a lot of food intolerances, food allergies. He actually started having like an allergic reaction, total inflammation in his digestive tract, especially his esophagus. So I have a feeling that stems from, you know, taking in food and getting rid of it, you know, for me. So here we are today. Thank you so much for doing this, Kate.
Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, there's so much to touch on there. So the sugar is really huge. It's almost like a secondary effect, because when we eat sugar, it's so addictive, right? So it releases dopamine, which is that feel-good hormone. So we're craving sugar, or we just want to eat because emotionally we feel that there's some kind of loss, or there is actually. So let's back up. So usually with eating disorders, there is a loss. It can be in the primary years, maybe from which are 0 to 3, or it can be later. But usually in childhood. So it could be a physical loss, meaning there's the loss of a parent, loss of love. Parents didn't know how to give love, to nurture. So there's that emotional aspect. It could be rejection. It could be feeling abandoned. And then the child takes that on as their own and starts blaming themselves. So you have this like triad of shame, blame, and guilt on top of everything else. Yeah, so I need to say that I am not a medical doctor and I'm not a psychiatrist. So, but as a energy medicine practitioner, and many of us are that are watching, we see disorders, especially, well, eating disorders, I'll say, as emotional coping strategies. So there was like I just said, there's a loss, and the eating is a way to fill a void, an emotional void, to fill that up, that has taken place usually in childhood. So as a energy practitioner, that's the way I work, that's the way others will work. And we start to unpack those emotions and that loss, to unravel that and find out what that was, and the belief being that if there's not that trigger anymore, so there's usually a huge stress response. Do you experience that? Do you feel stressed and then you go eat, Susan?
Yes.
Yeah.
It feels stress response, and I've also, even over these last few weeks, watched my behavior. And sometimes if I have any emotional response, like that's my go-to. So sometimes it's not even stress. It could be something great happen, and now I feel excitement. And so, yeah, I just kind of go to that for everything. But definitely stress.
Yeah, or feeling not safe, maybe if you weren't safe as a child, and then something in your adult life triggers that, you immediately want to feel that something. So we're working on that, obviously not that happening, by unpacking those childhood emotions, cleanse, clearing, releasing those, instilling, and again, it's a self-love. Everyone watched my last two videos about self-love. It becomes a self-love issue after the initial loss, that we really can't love ourselves, right? We just, this, something triggers us, and we can't use our willpower to stop it, right? I mean, if you, as you know, if you're feeling that, no amount of willpower is going to stop you from eating, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are working gradually, and it's definitely a process to bring that response down, and to heal those early traumas. Let me just see. Yeah, so these, I just wrote here, so these thoughts, feelings, and emotions, they live in our mind, our body mind, right? And again, they're just triggered. So so overwhelm is another thing when we're stressed and overwhelmed. We just want to eat to not feel that, right? Or to feel the void, or okay, so yeah, let's start. Okay, so we are going to use, actually we're going to just do a centering, grounding, and shielding. Okay, so I'm going to shield us both, shield everyone. Okay, so I'm placing Susan in a loving container for healing today to do this work. And actually, there's been a lot of angelic presence coming in, so I'd like to pull in this angelic presence, which really is us, and any angelic beings that would like to assist. You know, they're assisting me, and calling on Susan's angelic presence and her angelic team to assist today, to support her. Okay, and we're also placing myself and everybody who's watching, and everyone who will watch in the replay, also in a healing for their own healing. And if anything comes up during this healing, for anyone who's watching, you can also cleanse, clear, release that for yourself. Okay, and I'm going to shield you, Susan, from inside, an inner shield that begins with the heart, and shielding myself. An ultraviolet flame moves throughout Susan's body. And then extends out of her body, grounds her into the core of the earth, and myself, and also watching. And then we're making a connection to 12th dimensional consciousness. And placing Susan in 12th dimensional consciousness before we even begin this healing, and all of us connecting to source consciousness. And we're asking that any lower aspects of ourselves be dissolved right now. We're closing doors to any lower dimensions. These are our 3 lower chakras, so that we're able to unlock a greater sense of self-love and peace. And unifying all aspects of ourselves. And really honoring our feelings and redefining our boundaries from the inside out would be an intention for all of us today. Releasing any abandonment, any rejection that anyone may be feeling right now. So that we can listen more to our internal wisdom, our internal knowing, and our divine angelic self. Okay. Okay, Sharon said there's a lot of background noise. Maybe, Susan, could you turn your volume down? Is that? And then you'll still be able to hear me. And okay, is that better, Sharon? Maybe you could comment. Wait. Hi, Janet. Okay, is it way down? Okay, Sharon says it comes and goes. I don't know. Okay. Let me tune in around this. Okay, so any we're just asking if there's any interference, computer, Wi-Fi, static interference, that as much as possible. Cleanse, clears, releases, leaves us now through all time and space. Okay, can you hear that, Susan, or not?
I can hear you. I can't hear any interference.
Okay. So sorry, I keep saying this. So your volume is completely down?
Yeah. Yes, enough that I can still hear you. Hold on.
Yeah, I think you can hear me through my microphone.
Mm-mm.
You can't? Okay, can you hear me now? Okay. And you're okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. It's difficult to see you too a little, so okay. So So we're going to use the charts that we use. I think we're going to use my entity release app, the EER. So I'm just going to tune into, we're connected through source consciousness. Susan is connected through source. Okay, so I'm asking what aspect of her would like to witness and assist. Okay, so it actually is her angelic self, her angelic consciousness, which I didn't know that, honestly, I swear. And also her star consciousness, which is star being, star seed. So really, really high, like 15th dimension. Okay, which is really awesome. So we got some good support here. Okay, so I'm gonna ask. So we're gonna formulate a question. Okay, and we could, there's so many ways we could start. We could start by asking around the loss. Is that the most important to work on? And that's no. Okay, so we need to clear something from right now, and that's feeling unsafe. Okay, which is normal. So we're just going to cleanse, clear, release all the emotional energies for Susan right now, feeling unsafe. Okay, these cleanse, clear, release for Susan. Okay, breathe with this. And this is safe, and it is. Okay, so when I ask that question again, if we should work on the initial loss that Susan felt, and that's a yes. Okay. So we can ask what age that was. Can we know? And that's a no. Okay, so sometimes the unconscious just doesn't want to know. Maybe afterwards we can go in and ask that. So is there an energy or belief we can clear that relates to this loss that Susan felt during childhood that will help her now? And that's a yes. So, okay, and that's in my app. Okay, and is this a type? And it is, okay, I'm on my phone, so I'm gonna just ask in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so biblical dark entities. And you share these with a male. Okay, so I'm gonna clear these. So we command in the name of God and Christ consciousness. All time and all space. And these are taken to the galactic center to be contained or recycled back to source consciousness. All time and all space. Okay, so in the app, there's all the list of biblical dark entities. Sometimes you don't need to know. I just presumed we didn't. Did we need to know? No. So you can always clear as just a group without knowing specifically what it is. Okay, and did they clear? But there's more that you share with a male. So this is all under the age of 10. Do we need to know more about this? No. Okay, so we command in the name of God and Christ consciousness, these biblical dark entities that Susan shares with this male. Container recycle back to source consciousness, Susan. Okay, this. Those clears, and that's a yes. Are there more? Okay, so feeling unsafe, and that's from around that time period. And this is actually being unsafe, feeling unsafe. Do I need to swipe? Yeah, so we cleanse, clear, release any feelings of being unsafe or feeling unsafe for Susan. Cleanse, clears, releases now. And also for any triggered right now watching this, we're going to clear this. Okay, we did this. Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now we're just going to check in. Is it safe to continue? And that's a yes. Okay, so is there another, so more biblical dark entities? We need to know what they are, and we don't. Can we know the age of these? And that's a yes. And these are Susan's. Okay, so this is not uncommon for entities to be intertwined in trauma. And a lot of the times, if you're just clearing the trauma, it comes back or it doesn't really leave because the entities are holding it in place, and that's what they're feeding off of, this trauma. Okay, so age 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So age 6, and these are yours. Okay, so we're just going to clear those. We need to swipe no. So we command in the name of God and Christ consciousness. The dark entities for Susan. Leave her now. We command it, we will it, and it is so. And these are taken to the galactic center, to our galactic sun, to be contained or recycled back to source consciousness. Okay. And that's cleared, and that's a yes. Okay, so is it safe to continue? And that's a yes. And we're going to stay at this age, and that's a no. Something else, is it from the Easy Entity Release app? And that's a yes. Is it a type? And it is. Okay, so 2, so demon consciousness. So this is something we create when we are wrestling with our inner demon. So any trauma, any stress we have, even if we have entities, just worrying and kind of feeling all the shame, the guilt, the blame, creates this secondary symptom that I call demon consciousness. So I'm going to clear that. And this is age 6, and this is yours. We need to swipe, and we do. So we cleanse, clear, release this demon consciousness for Susan. Okay. And any that she's also absorbed from a male. I'm seeing this cleanse, cleanse, releases for her now through all time and all space. Okay, and it's cleared, and that's a yes. Okay, and we're waiting, and we're going to clear. Okay, stress that's coming up right now for Susan. We cleanse, clear, release any stress released. And also any emotional energies of feeling unsafe, being unsafe. Okay, and I'm just going to tune in. Okay, so can we move forward? And that's a yes. Do we need to go to a different age? And that's a yes. Okay, so we need to stay with now. Okay, so yeah, so this is energy of purging, which I'm being told, right? I can actually feel it in my body, right? Okay, so I'm going to ask what we do with that. Can I clear that as an energy? And that's a yes. Okay. And I just do that how I know how, and that's a yes. Do I need to swipe? Yeah, so we cleanse, clean, releasing this energy. So anything that's happening physically in the body is also happening energetically. So when there's a physical purging, there's an energetic purging that stays, that gets stuck energetically in the body, and that doesn't leave unless we energetically move the energy through the body, which is what we're doing now. Okay, and we're going to keep clearing this energy of purging. Let's release this now for Susan. 2 more times, please. Actually, can we do this for Colt also? Can we do that? Can I do that for him? Yeah. Okay, so we're also doing this for Susan's son. And cleanse, clean, releasing that for him now. Animal space. And the emotional energies of being unsafe for both of them. We're going to cleanse, clear, release. And asking that the bigger being that Susan is already this angelic being that she is overseeing this. It knows everything. It's just watching down on Susan and energetically guiding her, shining huge amounts of light on her right now. And I can really feel everyone holding space, so thank you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm just checking.
There we go.
Okay. So pain. Okay. So is this emotional pain? I'm just going to clear this. Okay. So we can clear and release all the emotional pain. Heartache. I'm seeing as a trapped emotion, emotional energy. We cleanse, clear, and release this for Susan through all time and all space. Again, anything that if there's physical pain, it's also leaving a energetic mark, so we can clear the energy of pain. Pain is cleared. Okay. Stress, any stress, we're going to cleanse, clear, and release it now. That's coming up from anything that we cleared from childhood for Susan. Okay, some more energy of purging. So this is from a different age. Okay, so this would be one of the first times you experience this. I'm being told. Okay, so like age 10, I'm seeing 10, 11, 9 to 11. This energy of purging. And is this yours? Okay, so this is not yours. So this is absorbed from a female. Okay. Okay. And so at this point, like Susan's already mentioned, she talked about her son picking up some of this, and I'm seeing that Susan has absorbed this energy of purging. So we could ask if there's any energies, inherited energies on your mother's side, and generational energies that relate to this that you've picked up, inherited. Okay, so are we going to get to those today? Okay, yeah, we will. Okay, good. So we're going to cleanse, clear, and release these absorbed energies of purging for Susan from this age, age 9, even age 8. I'm seeing 8 to 11, 12. Let's cleanse, cleanse, release this now for her. Okay, that's just going through, so we're going to wait. Has this gone through? And that's a yes. Okay, so shared, and there's a shared energy of purging, and this is the most important to clear. This is age 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, 16 to 20, the shared energy of purging, this is now Susan, and we're just waiting for this to clear. Okay, we did this. And then more. Okay, so I had to clear that for myself. Interesting. Before we can continue the energy. Okay, so that was mine. I just cleared. Okay, so as a practitioner, sometimes you'll be working and you'll have to go in and stop and clear something for yourself. I was just told that we can't go on until I clear this. So it's really important that you keep yourself clear, you keep yourself clean. Okay, Christy says she feels like she wants to throw up. Yeah, I just maybe clear that energy of needing to purge. I just cleared that for myself. So I'm going to do that for everyone. Okay, so everyone that's watching right now, everybody that will watch, we're going to cleanse, clear, release this energy of wanting to purge, wanting to go up, just release anything else I need to say, wanting to bypass emotions. Okay, so that's clearing for everybody, that's clearing for me, that's clearing for Susan, as much as it can through all time and all space. Okay, so also mass mind is what I'm hearing. So the mass mind, the mass mind consciousness, which is the global, the collective, everybody else out there, right, is experiencing that. We cleanse, clear, releasing this now through all time and all space for the mass mind. Any of this energy that's in any grid lines, ley lines in the earth, we're going to cleanse, clear, release as much as I can of this now. So that's lighter. Okay, good. Are you okay, Susan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I can feel it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just felt like I got like a sharp headache, but I expect that.
Okay, Christy asked, yeah, so they were cheerleaders, right, Susan?
And they were, and funny enough, I guess now I'm 39, these girls are still some of my best friends, and it seems like they kind of overcame this. So I guess kind of whatever we share, we're still friends all these years later.
Yeah, so this is great because you can rewatch this and you can do this for them, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, do I need to do anything for that? No, is there anything I need to clear for myself? And that's a yes. Okay, so what is that purging in this lifetime? Yeah, so this is not even around food. This is, I don't know. So I'm just going to clear this, cleanse, clear, release this energy of purging, and this is for myself. And also, again, anyone that's watching, please, 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 if this is you, clear this for yourself. Okay. And it clears. Yeah, so for any oversoul monad groups, clearing for the different oversoul monad groups, higher soul groups. So we're all getting benefit from this. Okay. So can we move forward? And that's a yes. We need to go to a specific age for Susan. Age 10. Okay. Is this absorbed, shared? This is yours. Okay, so where are we going to find this? This is from the ER app. Okay, so thought forms. Okay, so a thought form is when a repetitive negative belief is entwined with a negative emotion. Okay, so if we clear the negative belief separately and then the emotion separately, it would not have the effect it's going to have if we clear this as a thought form. So we call these thought form entities because they create an entity by themselves that's kind of running. It runs us. And we have no control of it. And this relates to addiction. Okay. And do we need to know more about this? And we don't. Okay, and I know I can see I have these. Okay, so how do we do this? We clear for Susan first. Oh my gosh, it's making me emotional. Oh gosh. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so we cleanse, clear, release these emotional, these thought form entities with addiction for Susan. And these cleanse, clear, release now for her. Okay, I need to clear these for myself so we can move on. Cleanse, clear, release these thought form entities with addiction for myself. And also for anyone else watching, let me cleanse, clear, release these thought form entities with addiction, related to addiction, or any other emotional energy. Are you okay?
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Here I am crying. It's so true. The people that come to you point you where you need to heal, right? So I thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, so we need to stay on the thought form. So we do for addiction, for Susan. Okay, different age. Can we do, can we lump some ages together? No, so we just have to do 11. So cleanse, clear, release these thought form entities that relate to addiction. These cleanse, clear, release now. Through all time and all space. And I can see that you share them with a male at this age. So we can release these shared thought forms that relate to addiction from this age 11 only. Yes. Okay, so I'm clearing this also from mass mind consciousness, this collective. Clearing these thought forms that relate to addiction, and this is any type, any form of addiction. And clearing this energy from the grid lines, the ley lines of Mother Earth, of Gaia, as much as I can right now. So I can just see that kind of lifting, coming out. It's like a fog? Yeah, it's like a mist, a fog. So we are powerful creator beings. We have the capability to do this. It's so awesome. To clean up the work, to do the cleanup work of our planet. Once we clean up ourselves, clean up our oversoul group, our monad group, and then we can start with the mass mind consciousness. Okay, we did this, and we did something else I need to do for Susan. Yeah, so we just go to age 12. Oh my God. Do I need this? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to clear it for Susan. I don't even know what it is. Okay. I know that I need it. So thought forms, age 12, and is there emotion? Yeah. And it's actually sadness. Okay, so all the thought form entities for Susan, age 12. With sadness, cleanse, clear, release now. Okay, yeah, releasing. And do I need this for myself right now? All the thought forms for me. Energies of sadness, age 12. Okay, so I'm just going to ask. So Susan is in my monad group. And the monad is a group of 144 souls. I didn't know this before now. I just asked. Okay, so these people all come. Okay, so from the highest level, we are one soul, and the soul gets fragmented. Not fragmented, like it doesn't get splintered. It's like rays of this one soul come off, and we all have a ray of this one soul. Okay, so for my my monad, there's 144 souls, which Susan is a part of, and many of you here are a part of. This is why I'm trying to say, this is why these same things are coming up, because we come into this life to have similar experiences. Physically, they may look different, but the emotional impact is the same. So we all come here to work on raising to clear this for ourselves, and then we raise the level of consciousness on the planet by doing this. So that is why these same things are coming up for me. And I know are coming up for you guys that are watching. Any more thought forms? Yeah, for Susan, age 13 with sadness. Can we do different ages? Yeah. 18, 19, 20. Okay, 13 to 20, 21. Okay, so we're going to cleanse, clear, release all these thought form entities for Susan from age 13 to 21. Please cleanse, clear, release now. 3 more times.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay, and I can clear. And anyone in the group also clearing this now for you. If you're not doing it for yourself, those releases. And also mass minds, any mass mind thought forms, mass mind collective, thought form entities that relate to sadness, cleanse, clear, release now through all time and all space. Everyone's yawning.
Everybody's yawning.
Okay, so yawning, yeah, you're getting the benefits, you're getting the releases, right, which is awesome. Okay, so going back to Susan, we go to a different age. So age 5, age 6, 4 to 6. Something we need to clear from my app, ER app. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 20, 21. Okay, so a fallen angel. Okay, so this could be a biblical dark entity also. It could go into that category. The reason it's not in the app in that category, the reason I separate it out is just because that's one of the most common. So we have the angelic, the light field angel, and then we have, bless you, fallen angel.
Excuse me, thank you.
Yeah, this fallen angel that has fallen into darkness, right? So not that that's something that's kind of after us and out to get us. That's an energy that's kind of shrouded in this, like, you know, what Susan talked about around the fact that she could eat and then throw up, and it was like secretive, right? And that creates like a dark energy within us. Yeah. Okay, so that's really what we're clearing. And this, do we need to know more about this? No. Okay, so do we need to swipe? No. Okay, so we command in the name of God and Christ, fallen angel. Okay. In our energy field, cleanse, releases now through criminal space. And if it needs to, this energy is taken to the galactic center to be contained or recycled back to source consciousness. Okay. Yeah, anymore? No. so something else for Susan from this age? No. So we're going to go back to now. And again, this fallen angel energy. We need to know more about this. No. Okay, so we command in the name of God and Christ consciousness, this fallen angel, this dark light energy is taken to the galactic center to be contained or recycled back to source consciousness for Susan. This and yes, and then more. No, okay, something else for Susan, and that's a yes. So we need to go to a different age now, stay in this now time, and that's a yes. Okay, so something else in the ERF, that's a no. Okay, so offensive energies from other people. Okay, the answer. Okay, so this is just dark energy, which, okay, should I explain that? Yeah, so just anytime that we do anything that's secretive or that we're hiding or that we don't want people to know, it does create this dark energy, right? So that's what we're clearing. Like we're not open and everything's not in the light, right? So there's this shadow aspect. And this is what we're clearing. Do I need to swipe? And that's a yes. So we can clear and release this dark energy for Susan. Okay, with this, you okay? Okay, something else. That's a no. Oh, we might be close to being finished here. We also just wait a minute. Okay, so we stop when Susan is a 12th dimensional consciousness, a level of source consciousness. We can ask, is Susan a 12th dimensional consciousness? Yes. Okay, so that would be the ends of our clearing for today. So let me just tune in. Is there anything I can do for Susan? Timelines. Okay, so we're going to fold in all these timelines that we've cleared for Susan, for myself, and for anyone that's watching or folding in these timelines. So old timelines that no longer serve our highest and best. Okay, we're placing Susan on a new higher timeline of her highest truth and good, her highest angelic self timeline that's in line with her angelic being that she is. And for myself and for all of us, placing us on an appropriate new higher timeline, our highest truth, good, spiritual purpose, power, potential in this now moment. And I ask that all our releases be stabilized right now. And any further packets of wisdom that could come through, I'm asking that come through to all of us over the next 24 hours, so we can continue to receive these upgrades and breakthroughs. Okay. And knowing that everything that we desire at the Most High is already with us, is already us. And we ask that all veils of illusion, this fog that we sometimes find ourselves behind, under, is lifted, and we open to source light, the source light, the angelic divine light that we are. Okay. I think we're done, Susan. Thank you so much.
So much. Thank you, Kate.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that was just incredible for me.
Yeah.
And for everyone, I'm sure, and for everyone that will watch. So I honor you.
Thank you so much.
You too. Okay, and I will message you when I'm off.
Okay, honey.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Thank you, Kate.
Thank you so much, everyone, for holding space. It was amazing.
Excited to see.
Okay, see you soon.